Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. This is our sports segment. Jordan, you want to start us off with something that Cam Newton said, or what do you say?
Yeah, Cam actually had a clip of Tom Brady talking about quarterback development,
Yeah,
and he was saying like the problem is nobody knows how to develop quarterbacks anymore. Few people want to develop quarterbacks anymore. I thought it was really interesting, one, because obviously they're two of the better quarterbacks of their era. I mean, obviously the Brady's the best, but um, and Brady was saying like I came behind Drew Brees, who was a franchise quarterback, and I was able to learn and sit and you know we were taught different concepts and so on and so forth. And Cam was like watching the clip, and then he kind of cut the clip off and kind of spoke from his own experiences. And he was saying, when I went to New England, following Tom Brady, ironically, he was like, I had to tell them like I'm not Tom. We do different things. Like he was saying, like a lot of coordinators, they don't teach you the game, they teach you the system that they want you to be in, so that
yeah.
you're more or less being taught how to be a cog, or how to oil the joints, so to speak, as opposed to work the actual machine. And he was saying, like Tom Brady made a point where he was like, we rank quarterbacks 1 through 32, right? He's like, why don't we ever rank coaches? We don't rank QB coaches. We don't rank offensive line coaches. We don't rank offensive coordinators. So let's say you're, a seventh ranked quarterback, and
Well,
you
that said,
have,
well, real quick, that says more about his media diet than anything. He doesn't read or listen to podcasts. He just watches TV. They don't do that on television, but I promise you, I can show you football podcasts I listen to that talk about offensive
yeah,
line play and offensive coordinators and coaches.
well, true.
He just only watches TV. So,
Right. I think
uh,
he was more so speaking to the sports fans, the content that sports fans, a
yeah.
lot of sports fans take in terms of
No.
on a mass scale. Like we don't hear, you rarely, not really hear, but you don't really hear them talk about the coordinators as much as just the QBs. It's like they'll mention Justin Fields has played for X amount of coordinators, but they don't say why that's a problem, or how that may have affected his development. Now, granted, I don't think he's a good quarterback, so I want to say that, but as an example,
To me, it's like, sure, they don't say that on First Take. They don't say that on Get Up. They don't say that on whatever show Fox replaced Shannon and Skip with, whatever. You change the
yeah,
host and the shows are all the same. Okay,
they're all
fair.
the same. Yeah.
But that's like asking Judge Judy to talk about Supreme Court cases. Like that's not what you people
Hmm.
go to that for. Like if you want film
Right.
breakdown, if you want to talk about scheme and coaches,
Hmm.
you can go listen to Robert Mays at The Athletic. You can listen to Dominic Foxworth and Charlie on their podcast. You can listen to
Yeah.
Bill Barnwell, Mina Kimes, the guys at
You got the Manning
PFF,
cast.
the Manning like you can't watch the lowest common denominator television or sports content and then complain that it's not in depth. Because again, it's like watching Judge
Fair.
Judy to expecting Supreme Court opinions. Like that's not
Right.
you're going to Judge Judy to watch a rental dispute, to watch somebody borrow someone $200 and they didn't, or the plumber fucked up. Like
They
that's
didn't pay
what
him back.
you
Yep.
that's again, if you want to listen to advanced legal
Yeah.
theory and about what Sonia Sotomayor's dissent was on affirmative action, I can point you to in the right direction to that. You can listen
Hmm.
to Ian Millhauser or the guy at Slate, I forget his name, or it's a litany of people you can listen to. But you're just not gonna get that on television. And people like I don't know what to tell you. If there was a market for
Yeah.
that on TV, it would be on TV, but there isn't. People don't watch TV for that. So, I don't know. Like
Right.
that stuff exists. I can tell you that because I consume that stuff. And so
Hmm.
he's complaining that it's not on TV, and I get that because that's where most you want to meet the people where they are. But
Right.
it would make for honestly, it would make for boring TV. Like talk about
That's
offensive
true.
coordinators on first take. Like, offensive line. You want to talk about left guard play on first take? Like I don't think that's people
Right.
actually want that. So
Yeah, that's also the problem too. But I wanted to get your thoughts on the QB development points that they were making. I mean, you're a Vikings fan. I mean, you guys have been struggling to find a QB for a minute now. So I wanted to get your take on QB development. I mean, I know you have a harsher, I'll say a shorter rope with those guys than some people.
yeah, for
I just
sure.
wonder what your opinion was.
Either you got it or you don't.
Yeah.
Occasionally a quarterback can be broken, sure, but
Yeah.
I just think obviously you want to put the quarterback in a position to succeed and you want them to have all of
Hmm.
that and da 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 da. But how long are we
Yeah.
supposed to wait? I guess for me, it's like the NFL is not a QB daycare. And people were
Yeah.
like Anthony Richardson. They were like, well, when the Colts drafted him, they knew he was raw and he needed development. And I'm like, okay, I get that. It's
Hmm.
year three. How long are they supposed to wait? Like, like what, what
Yeah.
are we, are you supposed to get 5, 6, 7 years to on the
Hmm.
hopes that you might be good? Like, I don't, how many, and then furthermore, historically speaking, how many quarterbacks were god awful for 3, 4 years and turned out to be anything?
That's true.
Just like people like
But I do think
I
there's
think
something to
JJ
be said.
McCarthy is sorry. I've seen enough. Two
Yeah,
games,
I don't
he's
think he's the
god
guy.
awful.
I don't think he's the guy at all. I don't know why they drafted him in the first place, to be honest with you. I thought that was a mistake right away.
I didn't watch enough
Um,
college football to know, but it's just whatever.
yeah,
He gets in the system, he's terrible.
yeah,
And my one of my best friend, from high school, he's like, well, these things take time and da 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 da. And I'm like, do they? Because like people will be like, well,
yeah.
Peyton Manning's rookie year, he threw 25 interceptions, and
Led
I'm
the league
like,
in interceptions. Yeah,
fine, you had
he
to
threw
go
for
back
thousands of
30
yards.
years to
Also,
find an example of this turning out okay. You went back 30
right?
years, a whole different game. It was much harder to play quarterback back then, and
Yeah,
your example is Peyton Manning. Okay, but like, I just don't know. I don't.
yeah.
To me, when a guy has it, it's abundantly clear, and it may not be
Hmm.
perfect right away, and it may not even
Right.
look
But
good
you'll
right
see
away,
something.
but it's something. Like people say Josh Allen's rookie year. Yeah, he had a 52% completion percentage, but I watched
Yeah,
those years. It never looked like what JJ McCarthy looked like. Like he looked like he could
yeah.
not throw the football. He looked completely overwhelmed. He looked scared. He looked afraid. I don't actually
Hmm.
believe he's hurt. I believe they've just benched him and they're making this ankle shit up to, I won't say anything we have to bleep,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I don't know, man. It's just when people tell
Yeah.
me these things take time on a quarterback, that sounds like when 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 you're meeting like, oh man, my girl got friends, and you're like, oh cool, man, what they look like? And he's like, man, they're really cool to hang out with, and I'm like, that's not what I asked you. Like, wait a minute. That's what it feels. That's what I
Right.
hear when someone's like, well, how did JJ look? Man, these
He's got a
things
lot
take
of raw
time.
potential.
He's got potential. He looked a little rushed, but these things take time. That sounds like my girl's friend are really,
Yeah.
really cool. And they're great people. And I'm like, all right, they don't I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know.
I get you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually had someone tell me that like 2 days ago. We gotta talk about that off wax though. Yeah, no, I feel you. It's like, and I think the hard thing that makes it difficult is the diamonds in the rough or the guys who are the exception. Like take like a Geno Smith. Like he didn't work in New York,
Yeah.
but he resurged in Seattle, and then he's not doing so great with the Raiders right now. But I think they'll turn that around in some capacity as well as they can.
My rebuttal to
You
that
got
is even your example, Geno
Drew
Smith. What has he
Brees.
won? What has Geno Smith won?
That's true. He's won nothing.
So like the goal is not, and so that I guess that's my thing too, is like, what is your goal? Because I did the Kirk Cousins
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
And yeah, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Tua, Dak, they'll win 10, 11 games every year beating the bad teams
Hmm.
because they're good. They're good
Yeah,
quarterbacks. But you're gonna get blown out in the wild card round of the playoffs every year because they're not difference makers. When
correct.
you decide to pay Trevor Lawrence or Tua or whatever, and you're going
Yeah.
into Baltimore or Buffalo on a January night in the playoffs, you are drawing dead with Tua Tagovailoa as your quarterback. You have 0%
Yep.
chance of winning that football game. So what the fuck are we
Correct.
doing? We're not here to win 10 games and get
Yeah.
blown out in the playoffs. Like,
Hmm.
so
I
when
agree.
you get
So
these Geno Smith quarterbacks, you're gonna win 10 or 11 games because you're gonna beat the Browns and you're gonna beat all the teams with bad quarterbacks who are just god awful. You're gonna
yeah.
beat them and you're gonna get blown out when you play good teams. And in the playoffs, there are
Hmm.
nothing but good teams. So
Good
what are we
teams.
doing? So what are we
Yeah.
doing?
So okay. So I want to get your opinion on this then. So like for example, my issue with like a franchise like the Steelers is they refuse to be bad. So they've been
Yeah.
treading water for 5 years because they don't want to just bottom out to get better. Um, so would you rather have your team just like be really, really shitty for like 2 or 3 years before getting like a great quarterback, or just be like mid or like serviceable with a Kirk Cousins type or a Sam Darnold type or so on and so forth.
I lived the Kirk Cousins life. I just don't want to do that again. And I understand why some fan bases are like if the Jets are like, dude, we win 3 games a
Yeah,
year. I don't want to do this. Okay, I get it. But like,
yeah.
it's just I knew when Kirk Cousins was my quarterback that we're gonna beat all the
You were
bad
never going to
teams.
win a playoff game.
And as soon as
Yeah.
January, the clock turned, he could not do it. Was fucking 4th and 8 for the season in the playoffs against the Giants.
Hmm.
And he threw a check down because that's Kirk Cousins.
Yep.
What are we doing this for? The goal is to win a Super Bowl. The goal is not to win 10 games and get blown out in the playoffs every year. And so
Playoffs. Yep.
maybe JJ McCarthy ends up being that, but I want a guy. And I don't like even your example, Geno Smith, it's like, okay, he makes the playoffs and he gets blown out. It just what do we do? What it just depends on my goal is not simply to tread water and be, a wild card team that's kind of there. I
Right.
want my Josh Allen, I want my Lamar Jackson, I want my Patrick Mahomes. I want a guy that I know when he's in my uniform, I got a chance against any team in the league.
Yep.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to I
Hmm.
don't want Dak. I watched Dak play football. Who did he play Sunday? I guess we're
10
gonna get
years.
we're gonna go
Yeah.
around the
Yeah.
league. We'll talk about that
We'll
later.
get, yeah,
But
we'll go around the league.
I just
Yeah.
if you get down 10 points with Dak as your quarterback, the game is over.
Yeah, you're done. You're
Everyone can
fucked.
hit the showers. What my barometer is like with
He
your
is
quarterback.
great at getting garbage time stats.
My thing is with your quarterback, 3rd and 12, because like obviously no team
Hmm.
wants to be in 3rd and 12, but this is the NFL.
Yep.
Everyone's a professional. Sometimes you get a holding penalty, a false start, you get a run stuff. It's 3rd and 12. With your quarterback,
Hmm.
is 3rd and 12 a live down? Like, do you have a shot on 3rd and 12 with your quarterback?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
you might as well punt. With Tua Tagovailoa, you might as
Yep.
well punt. With Kirk Cousins, you might as well
Punt.
punt. With Patrick Mahomes, third and
Yep.
12, we gonna get some, we're not gonna get some of it
Sling
happens.
that bitch.
But
Yep.
I'm calling a play. I feel like I got a shot with him. With I don't know
Hmm.
where JJ McCarthy ends up, but right now I feel like 3rd and 12 is a dead down. Because in the playoffs,
Yep.
3rd and 12 is gonna happen. The other team is good in the playoffs. Like
And when you have those guys, you just got to hand it off and hope he doesn't fumble the fucking
yeah, you might as well
humble the
punt.
toss.
It's just like,
Yeah.
obviously you want the games, you want everything to be 3rd and 3. You want to, okay, let's get 5 yards running on first down. Let's get this
Right.
bomb play. Sometimes your left guard's gonna miss a block. Sometimes your right guard's
Hmm.
gonna go off. Sometimes your running back's gonna miss something and get stuffed. It's
You're
third and
gonna get a
12.
false start on second down. You're third and long.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the defense just makes a play. It's 3rd and 12.
True.
Do I have a shot with my guy, or are we just drawing dead?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I was
With
actually
Kirk
talking
Cousins, we were
about
drawing
that.
dead. Sorry.
Right. And I was talking about that with Jay at the bar Thursday. We were watching the Miami game, and he was like it's just so crazy how if you don't have a quarterback, it doesn't matter how many
It
pieces
doesn't
you
matter.
have on the team. Like it really doesn't matter. Like I was telling him, I was like, I said to me, the Dolphins are like the reverse Eagles.
Yeah.
Like the Eagles have everything but an elite quarterback, and they have a good quarterback, but everything else is elite. And the Dolphins have everything else is elite, but no quarterback. Like,
Well, everything else is elite on the Dolphins is a bit of a stretch, but I don't think Jalen
well,
Hurts is.
offensively,
Want to just go around the league now? We're
yeah,
doing it
let's go
anyway.
around the league. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
All
fuck it.
right.
Yeah.
All right. We want to just skip Thursday. That was Dolphins Bills.
Uh, yeah, Dolphins Bills. Yeah. Tua is not
By
the
the
guy
time
at
this
the end.
actually releases, this will be date. We'll start with our games and then we'll go around the
Yeah.
league. So you had Raiders
All right.
Commanders. What'd you see? What'd you like? You had a backup quarterback, right?
Yeah, we had Mariota in there. He played well. We finally got a running game off the ground, no pun intended. The Raiders defense, wow, they're bad. I don't know what happened. I thought they were going to be a really good defense. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I mean, we just beat the shit out of them, start to finish. That was pretty much it. It wasn't a whole lot of. It's honestly
Shout
it's
out to
just not much analysis to give on this game.
shout out to Gino.
But shout out to Marcus Mariota. Yeah, shout out to shout out to Chino. We needed that one.
Yeah.
But it was good to see Mariota, play well. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his. Obviously, he's not that guy, but like, I watched him a lot in college. I enjoyed his game. I like this game, so it's good to see like a guy like that, like still have a career after all these years, and play well in his like one time in the sun type shit. So, um, and honestly, I actually was kind of worried, honestly, because you know we weren't sure how Jaden was gonna if he was gonna play or not for all week, and then they finally had Mariota do press. So we're like, okay, he's gonna play, and you just never know how that shit goes with a backup quarterback. So he wasn't afraid of the bright lights, and I'm glad that we were able to get that win, much needed, especially after what happened the rest of Sunday
Well,
in the
so
NFC.
your QB's banged up. It's a long season. It's always good to sneak a win with your
Yeah.
backup. Get your QB gets rest of the
Yes,
week.
and Terry McLaurin's hurt now too, so he might be out. Yep, we needed that win.
Vikings blew out the Bengals. Backup quarterback again. Carson Wentz. He played okay. Compared to
Yeah,
JJ McCarthy, he looked like a superstar. But that was a game for our defense. We had two defensive touchdowns. We had
correct.
a couple. We had like four turnovers in the first half. Brian Flores is a
Hmm.
genie, and our defense is buzzing. And the goal is to. So we got the Steelers in the Europe game, and
Hmm.
we have another Europe game the week after that.
Got you.
And so we can get a split there with our backup quarterback. That'll put us at
Hmm.
2-2.
2-2.
No, it'd be put us at
No,
four
two
and
and
two,
three.
4-2, four
Sorry,
and two.
three and.
It'd be four
Okay,
and
yeah,
two.
yeah,
We'll be 4-2
yeah,
going into our bye. We get JJ back, and we'll see what goes from there. Did you
yeah.
watch any of the Packers Browns game? I did not.
I actually, so I did watch that game. I watched the game with Luis at the bar,
Yeah.
and it was the funniest thing ever. So, so I'm watching the game. It's a struggle. I think it was 7-10 at one point. Or no, either 7-10 or 10-10 at one point. I can't remember. And Jordan Love throws the pick. First of all, I don't know where the fuck he was looking when he threw that pick. He just telegraphed it like a motherfucker. Like that. I told somebody else like that's like when you're playing Madden and you see the play art and you're like, I'm gonna throw it here on the slant on the inside, and you just forget the fact that like defensive guys can like run and read your eyes too,
Yeah.
and you just chuck it anyway. And when he threw the pick, Luis is wearing a Jordan Love jersey. He like falls to his knees literally at the bar, like in the fetal position. And I tried to get a picture of it. And as I tried to take the picture, a phone call comes in, so I couldn't get it in time. So I was really pissed about that. But yeah, and then so we're watching the game and they're about to kick the field goal, and the shit gets blocked and returned. Or sorry, gets blocked. And everybody was like, holy shit. Actually, I'm sorry, no, that wasn't game of the block. Wrong game, my bad. Um, they made the kick, but there was a flag, so we thought, okay, is it gonna be they're gonna wave the kick and go to overtime? And it was on the defense. And it was a sad day at the bar.
All game.
Like the Browns defense single-handedly just carried them to that win.
Did you see the Miles Garrett there's a video, it was a hot mic. He
Oh
beats
yeah, run Jordan.
Run Jordan. Run Jordan.
Yeah. Run
Colts Titans. Did you watch any of that?
Jordan. No, I didn't get to catch any of that game. I'm just blown away at Daniel Jones' career not being over, honestly. He's been playing really well. Also, the Titans suck, so that, and they're in
How
a
bad was
mid
Anthony
division.
Richardson? Because this is the same team. They just
Seriously,
they
I
just
need to
swapped him
see.
out.
I need TMZ to like buy the practice footage because we need to see what the hell happened in training camp.
Oh, he was garbage in college. So it stands to
That's
reason.
true.
Steelers Patriots. You watch any of that?
Steelers. I didn't get to watch any of that game. Did you catch that?
No, Rams Eagles. That was a good one.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a great one.
Them Georgia boys,
Um,
man. Can you believe that Georgia once had Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter? No, well, they basically had the Eagles defense in college.
mhm.
They had a professional
Right.
defense
I was
in
gonna say
college.
it had everybody. Yeah,
Nolan Smith.
they
Um,
were this year's Ohio State.
yeah, it's I think the Rams will be all right. It was just one of those games.
Yeah, they'll be
Matthew
fine.
Stafford looks
It was
great.
just a tough game. Yep.
Jalen Hurts, we were going to get into that
That.
earlier. I don't think he's a bad
Yeah.
quarterback. But I think
I don't.
he,
I think he's a really good quarterback.
but on every team he's been on, going back to Alabama, he has been the limiting factor of the offense. And
Correct. Exactly.
so, look, they won a Super Bowl with him. He's clearly capable, but you can see the
Hmm.
limitations in watching them play. Like,
Yeah.
is he a 3rd and 12 quarterback? No,
No.
but you could throw it to AJ Brown and we'll see what happens. Like, I saw them in last
Yeah.
week and ran a draw on 3rd and 15, and I was like, he's not a 3rd and 12 quarterback. They ran a draw on 3rd and 15.
Yep.
So,
Nope.
yeah.
Nah, they don't trust his arm. And honestly, I felt so relieved because Drew Brees was on like first take today, I think it was, and he was saying like, I don't really enjoy watching the Eagles offense. I think it's really boring. And I was like, That's what we've all been saying. People keep saying we're shitting on Jalen Hurts. It's like, no, dude, he has limitations, and it's just happens he's in a perfect system and a perfect team with a perfect roster for him. That's it. It's not a bad thing.
I understand why Eagles fans are like, we win games. Our quarterback wins games. We won
Yeah,
the Super Bowl. But like, I don't have to like them. I don't root for the Eagles. Uh,
right. Yeah,
right?
man.
Like you act like
I
you
mean, he
can't
seems like I like him as a
bully me into
person. He seems
like
like a
him.
good dude. Right. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, he's a winner. He's a gamer. Um, he's just not a great pocket passer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Buccaneers Jets. We got a famous GIF meme, Mr. Aaron
Yeah.
Glenn. You see
Yes.
him lace the Earth, Wind, and Fire joints on there.
Yeah, 20 September. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they did Let's Groove
yeah.
tonight too. He was hitting that shit too. And then he
He was
lost
hitting
to
that shit.
he
Then
lost.
he lost. Then he lost the
Baker
heartbreaker.
Mayfield, not a 3rd and 12 quarterback, but the Bucks, I don't know, man.
You
They
know
can make
what?
some noise.
He's not a yeah. He's what I'd call him like a 3rd and 7 quarterback.
Yeah. Look, I mean, they blocked that kick and then they scored. Did they
Yeah,
score? They scored. Anyways,
yeah,
most quarterbacks fold
yeah. The
there.
Jets scored. Yeah,
And he went right back
yeah. I
down the
thought it was over.
field and got him back in field goal range. And he's the number one pick for a reason. He dominated at Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I think he won a Heisman. That 2018
yeah.
draft class, man, I was looking at it the other day, and
hmm
to me, the greatest draft class of my lifetime was probably 2011. But 2018 had Baker at one, Saquon Barkley at two. I'm going off the top, so
Yep.
whatever.
Okay.
Sam Darnold, who turned out to be a player at three. Um,
Yeah.
Denzel Ward, cornerback for Cleveland, a player at four. But then you get down like Josh Allen was in that draft, Lamar Jackson was in that draft, Frank
Yeah.
Ragnow
No,
was in that
that's
draft,
yeah.
Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin Day. If you look at the 2018 draft, it's pretty solid. Like that was I just was looking
Yeah.
at it the other day, and there's like four starting quarterbacks in it between Baker, Sam Darnold, Lamar, and
Yeah.
Josh
Let's
Allen.
see here. Let me pull it up real quick. What's the fucking order at? Yeah. Only really bad, like even of the quarterbacks that got taken, the only bad one was Josh Rosen.
Yeah, and that's because he didn't really like playing football. So
Yeah, he thought he was Aaron Rodgers.
yeah, you got to be careful with the kids with the brainy arts because sooner or later he's gonna be like, what the fuck am I getting hit in my head for a living for?
Yeah, like why am I
Uh,
doing this?
yeah. Panthers blew out the Falcons. Did not watch 1 second of that. I hope
No.
Raheem
I
Morris.
want
I
to
hope you're
see,
renting. Because you're not long for
yeah.
that city.
I think it would be really cool to see throughout this football season how few minutes we can spend talking about the NFC South.
Yeah. Another
Like
one of
outside of
them.
Tampa, there's no one worth mentioning.
Yeah, Bryce Young. It's getting late early.
Yeah.
Jaguars, Texans, CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence, fraud alert, with both of you.
Yeah. They had a mid off.
You know, CJ Stroud, man, you had a good rookie year. It's been shaky ever since.
Yeah.
I
And he acted
mean,
like a Hall of Famer that whole offseason.
yeah, keep the main thing, as our brother in podcast says, Mr.
Yeah.
Cam. He's
Correct. And leave certain bald ladies of the night alone,
I,
respectfully.
yeah, literally a lady of the night. We're gonna go to Broncos
Yeah.
Chargers. Justin Herbert is proven to be him, as the kids say. Jim
Yeah.
Harbaugh can coach, man. He's got those
Yeah,
boys
man.
buzzing. They lost their left tackle to start the year, haven't lost a beat. And Justin Herbert, man, his arm is just electric. And
It's insane, dude. I think his arm might be better than Josh Allen's. I'm not sure, but it's up there, dog.
it's up there. They're 1-2. And they just like there's that one throw where he like breaks a sack and he gets out to his left and he's
Yeah.
running left, throwing it with his right, and he just puts it on a fucking dot to Keenan Allen. And granted, Keenan Allen made a great catch,
Yeah, bro.
but
Who, by the way, is like
he's locked
50
in.
years old. I don't know how he's still doing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, damn, he is old, and he had
I feel
bad
like I
knees
was a
early.
kid and when he got into the league, like
You might have been. So a good game. CJ Stroud. Well, no, this was Justin Herbert. Seahawks Saints did not watch one
yeah.
second of that.
Nah, nope. Nothing to say about that. Good
Bears
for Sam
Cowboys.
Darnold.
Dak Prescott, sir.
Yeah, I watched that game.
At what point do they just give
Wow.
up on the stack thing? Like it's going nowhere.
I think this is the year. I think this is the year they give up on it, honestly.
I just I have never watching him play. It's just you
I've
get
never
down
been like,
10
oh, he's
points
the answer.
and the game is over. It's just
It's
it's over.
over.
He's like,
It's over every time. It's over every single time. Like, remember that game against the Packers
yeah,
in Jerry World,
yeah, when
and
they
he
got
just did
blown out.
nothing for the whole first half. Yeah, bro. Like it was just, and then he had a bunch of garbage time stats, and people wouldn't act like, oh, he came back. No, that was they were never in that game. Yeah, it's just I don't, and it's so weird because I don't know specifically why he's not the answer. Like he has like he's 6'4", he's athletic, he has the arm, he has all the tangible skills. It's like I don't know what's like missing there. I mean, I hate to be the guy, but I really just think it's a missile touch. Honestly, like he just bright lights come on and ain't nobody home. And I hate to
Yeah,
say that about an athlete because it sounds so cliche, but it just is true for him.
he just doesn't have the juice. Like
Yeah,
we're damn near in year 10 of this. He
this
was
is year
drafted in
10. Yeah,
2016, and so they make the playoffs every other year. They never do anything in the playoffs. At some point, a duck is a duck. So
yep.
Cardinals 49ers did not watch 1 second of that.
No, I didn't watch any of that game.
Chiefs Giants. Russell Wilson. It's time to go home and be a family man.
Yeah,
You
man,
got a house full of kids. It's
you had a
just
good run.
that end of game
Um,
sequence where it's first and goal from the 5.
I thought he didn't know what down it was.
Well, that's not a
Honestly,
good. It's not good either.
no, 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 I'm saying like when he remember he just chucked it out the end zone on like I think it was on fourth down, third or fourth
Fourth
down. I'm
down.
like, dude, yeah, fourth down. I'm like, bro, that was the game.
Yeah, he's down. He's down 14 points with like 2.5
Yeah,
minutes left. They have 2 timeouts, so it's a long shot, but you're in the game.
yeah,
And first to go
yeah,
from the 5, he throws intentional grounding. They bring it back to the 15. Second to go from the
yep,
15, he runs a quarterback draw, which is Brian Daboll's fault. That's a terrible play call.
yeah, yeah,
And then third and fourth down, he throws it out of the end zone, and it's like, do you have a plane to catch or something? What the fuck are you doing? Like,
yeah,
you ready to go home? Like, what? I do not understand that sequence of plays.
yeah. I saw that and I was like, you ever watch a player do something so stupid you think like you misunderstood the time and situation?
Yeah.
Like that's what I thought happened. I was like, maybe I misunderstood what I'm watching here.
If this were college, I'd be
He
like,
threw,
check his FanDuel, but he's way too rich for that shit.
yeah,
Because it looked like
um,
he threw it out of the end zone on fourth and goal.
a bomb.
Yeah, I they benched
I
him. You
mean,
see that? He's done.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
benched. Yeah, he's done. He got benched even quicker than we thought he was going to get benched. I will say the Giants defense, well, Chiefs offense has been great all year, but the Giants defense, they seem, I think they're going to be really, really good. They're going to be a problem.
Yeah, the only thing is that but they're gonna be 0 and what like no one's gonna watch them. Like good defense, but I won't be watching
Right,
those games.
exactly.
That's the beauty
Yeah.
of like I would say about week 6, we've sort of weeded out the terrible teams and we can just,
Mhm.
it makes it a little bit
Focus
easier. I
on the
don't have
ones that
to
matter.
because like right now my head is just spinning on Sunday watching so many different games.
Nah, I feel you.
Lions Ravens was an amazing game.
Yeah,
Lamar, it was not your fault. I've said this before, but
but you
you're
weren't the
also
reason that
not
they.
the reason that they're winning. And
Hmm.
it's not enough for it to just not be your fault. Um,
That's true.
so Jared Goff was on fire. He was dropping dimes all
Bro,
over the place. I mean, just basically handing them off 30 yards down the field. Like he's
30
putting
yards
it
down.
right in their hands. I've never seen, oh, I have, but
Yeah,
it was as accurate as I've ever seen a quarterback throw the
the
ball.
Ravens offense was so ineffective this game. I literally like the first half I was like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom and I gotta eat. And I was trying to like time out when I could do it without missing big plays, whatever. And the Ravens would be on offense and I'd step away for like 5 minutes and I'd come back and the Lions would be throwing a throwing for a big play again. I'm like, they just had the ball. What happened? Like I've never seen the Ravens get manhandled like that. I mean, just time of possession was they were up by 6 minutes. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Like they got outmanned, out hustled, out coached, out schemed, just out everything in a foot, like all three phases of the
Out
game.
coached is
Just
huge though, because it was the fourth quarter. You're down 8, I think. 8.
yep, yep,
You're
hmm
down 8, and you have the ball, and you have an MVP quarterback. and it's fourth down and 4 from your own 30. And granted, you had your timeouts, don't get me wrong, but you just have to go for that. And he punts it and they never get
Yeah,
the ball back. And what does Dan Campbell do? Fourth down, same situation. He goes and ices the game.
goes
Jared
for it.
Goff makes the throw. So you have to trust Lamar Jackson more than Dan Campbell trusts Jared Goff. You just
Jared
have to.
Goff.
You cannot. He's
Yeah.
the best player. Lamar Jackson's the best player on the team, maybe the best player in the NFL. Fourth down, let him win the game for you. You can't punt there. You just can't.
Yeah, I feel like they take the ball out of his hands too much, and maybe there's something that we're not seeing, but they do this a lot. I've noticed in certain games, and I'm like, dude, like, give him a chance. Like the Buffalo game, he did his job to win that game. Mark Andrews just fucked it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got to give him a chance to make a play. Like at least, like it reminds me of like, remember the game Bucks Packers NFC Championship? I think it was 2021. Um, Brady's first year in Tampa, and like on fourth down, they just kicked the field goal when they were down like eight,
Yeah.
and it was just like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like it reminds me a lot of that whenever I see them in these crucial situations, and they just don't let it fly.
I think the Ravens will be fine. Derrick Henry, fix those fumbles, buddy.
Bruh, I'm like, what the fuck?
To be fair, Aiden Hutchinson made a crazy play, but this is
That
you
was a
you
hell of a play.
you
Yeah.
can't. It's week 3 and you've lost 3 fumbles. That
Right. Somebody said he fumbled himself trying to sit down on the bench.
yeah, buddy. I don't know what's going on if you got a new
Get
old
your
lady in your life,
hands.
but you need to tighten up, man. Tighten up. That's
Yeah,
all I
man.
had, man, for the NFL. What you got? What do you got? Anything else?
Um, no, I mean, I think that was it. It was nice to get like a good slate of 1 o'clock games because the 1 o'clock games can kind of be hit or miss.
Yeah,
We got three or four really good games on at 1 o'clock. So that was dope as a just a sports purist.
I like 1 o'clock games because I feel like, especially with me and a lot of my internet friends, like 1 o'clock is when everyone watches their team. And then 4 o'clock we get together
Right.
as a family to watch the national game. So